Hey guys, sorry, oh, here she comes. This is a problem I'm dealing with right now. I'm trying to film this video and it's making it very, very difficult. Can't bloody see. I really can't, it's so bright. Hey guys, welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be showing you my everyday makeup routine. I'm going to be talking about products I love, application techniques I love, and we're just going to be chatting in general and having a lot of fun. So please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up right now. Everything helps. And yeah, keep watching. The process of shooting this video has been the most difficult thus far, because the light is really not wanting to work with me today. Chat conversations with myself. We can do. Hey guys, welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be doing a video of my everyday makeup routine, because she has changed since I last made a makeup video. So I feel it's only time, and as an avid makeup lover, it's only right that I get back to making some makeup videos. I've been very intimidated to sit and do quite literally a sit down video. The vlogging content is just fun, so it's chill, there's no expectations, and when I sit I feel like there is an expectation to be entertaining, which freaks me out. Anyway, I'm here, this is what we're doing today. We're going to be talking through my everyday makeup routine and the products that I am currently loving. I do want to put out a disclaimer that I am not a makeup artist. However, I am a makeup lover that grew up watching YouTube, and I do also work in retail beauty where I do apply makeup to people for a living. So yes, let's just get into it and talk about all my favourite products at the moment. So before the sun continues to wreak havoc. So to begin with, I'm going to start with my skin prep. So to skin prep, I use the CeraVe Moisturiser along with the eye cream. I'm not using hyaluronic acid at the moment because I've literally run out and I don't have an opportunity to get some until next week. So this is my life, my situation. This moisturiser does have hyaluronic acid in it. Obviously I know like a serum is more concentrated, but for now we move. This is fine, it can suffice. So yeah, I'm aware I have Kilimanjaro on my head. There's nothing I can do about that. I thought it was going to be healed by today, and when I woke up this morning it was twice the size it was the day before. So yeah, ideal. On top of that, my eyelids are crusting off, so there's that too. It's not ideal. Something reacted with my eyes literally about a week ago, and my eyes are just not really getting better, but this video needed to be filmed, so we move. So I've prepped my skin in terms of skincare. I'm actually now just going to go in with an actual primer. So I have the Smashbox Primerizer. It is just a mini that I got at Christmas, but I hadn't opened it, so I only started using it in the past few weeks, and I'm actually really enjoying how it feels. I was deterred by it because I knew someone who worked at Smashbox, and they said that to them it was just a glorified moisturiser. So then I was like, okay, well, you know, I don't need that. I need something with a bit more. But actually, when I saw the kit, which gave me like the three primers, Primerizer, the original photo finish one, and the vitamin glow, and actually, contrary to what she said, I actually really like it. So if anything, that's kind of taught me a lesson to not always listen to everybody else. I need to figure things out for myself sometimes, and as well, things like primers, everybody expects something different from them. So yeah, but I really like it. The texture is a lot more watery than I thought it was going to be, but it is actually just quite nice, I think. So as you guys know, I do struggle with dry lips. You've probably seen it in my videos. Good old classic drugstore Carmex. Is it glitter? Oh no, I've touched something with glitter. I had a glitter bag explode a few months ago, and even though I've cleaned all the drawers, sometimes sparkles just appear. They just don't ever go away. For foundation, I'm going to go in with MAC Studio Fix Fluid in the shade NC15. Again, this is a product that I have gone back to time and time again. I always feel like there will be something better out there for me with my dry skin, but I always go back to this one. I used to love Pro Longwear, and I feel like that used to work really, really good with my dry skin, but then they discontinued it, so it left me with kind of this. But I always go back to MAC for foundations, because like one minute I love the Fenty one, and then I'll love an NARS one, and then when it actually comes down to an everyday foundation, I don't feel like they give me what I need, whereas Studio Fix does. If I prime well enough, then it's never an issue in terms of like dryness, because I know obviously it's a matte foundation. But yeah, I do enjoy it for everyday use. So I'm going to use a beauty blender. Also as well, I'm like a DIY queen, because when I finished this Prep and Prime spray by Smashbox, I just filled it with water for my beauty blenders, because the sink is too far away for me to go to, so we make do. It's getting a lot darker. I just want to say, guys, it's literally 12:30, like lunchtime. and it's dark, which is why I was trying to film the video earlier, but the sun wouldn't let me. No, it looks a bit gross, but I'm going to be using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and I think I have this, yeah, in the shade NC15 as well. So I feel like even though this is the same shade, it actually comes up a tiny bit lighter, so I feel like MAC did that on purpose. I wouldn't say this is my holy grail concealer, but it has been one, again, just like the foundation, that I've consistently gone back to over the years, and it doesn't really accentuate my dryness. The only thing is I feel like sometimes I don't always get the best coverage with this concealer, and I feel like it does crease on me, but I also don't find that it accentuates my dryness, whereas I get that with other concealers. So I do set my eyes, not really with powder, but I will show you when I get to that step. If you've seen my faking dewy skin video, then you'll know exactly what I do, because I still, you know, old cat, same tricks. I definitely just made that up. So yeah, I still stick to the same tricks. So the product I'm going in with next is a MAC Painterly Paint Pot. I can't even show you the bottom because it's literally all come off. And I really like this to prime my eyes. I had really bad luck with eye primers, as in like I didn't get on with any of them. So like P. Louise, like I can use, but I have to blend that in so much to be able to use it. It's just not for me. Though I do like it for cutting the crease, but I absolutely despise the Urban Decay one, the Primer Potion. I did not get on with that at all. Couldn't even make it work. Literally could not make it work. And my friend absolutely swore by it, told me, you know, as long as you set a layer of eyeshadow on top of it before you go in and do your eye look, it will work amazingly, it will work great. It didn't. There was nothing I could do to literally make that look nice, so I think I used it like 2 or 3 times, and then I was like, yeah, And especially because you can see all the veins on my eyes, so I needed something that was actually going to give me coverage, and I don't want to put powder on to then put eyeshadow on top. Like if it's a primer, you want it to be tacky and sticky so it actually sticks your product to your eye, or at least I do. For cream bronzer, I use the Fenty Buttabiscuit cream bronzer. I literally just freaking stuck my nail in it. Next I'm going to blush, so today I'm using Gold Rush by Benefit. At the moment it's my actual current favourite. I keep trying all my other blushes that I have, basically, because all of my blushes are actually very similar in colour, and I feel like they're darker than this one, and I like that this one's lighter and it gives me a little bit of a glow, so I've been drawn to it the most. See, it's just like this nice flush. So next I'm going to go in with a mineralized skin finish in the shade Double Gleam. This is one of the tricks that I showed you guys in my Fake and Dewy Skin video. It's still something that I absolutely swear by. Now for my actual highlighting, I use a palette. I use the Too Faced Turn Up the Light palette in the light shade, and it has 3 highlights in there. Glow on the far left, Soft Focus in the middle, and Dazzle on the right. I'm really enjoying this palette, though I have to say I did have a love-hate relationship with it, because I feel like if you do want a really nice glow, you actually do have to build it up, which I wasn't expecting from a highlight palette. You would expect a highlight palette to literally make you look like a disco ball, because the whole point of it is to highlight. But turns out that is not the case. Now I've gotten used to having to build it up, I am enjoying the palette, but at first it was definitely something that I found hard to get around. I use a combo of Soft Focus and Glow across my whole face, and then I add Dazzle on top on the cheeks. So it gives me like this nice mixture of texture, which I like. So I'm going to fill in my eyebrows with the Precisely pencil in shade 3.5. I kind of had this awakening because I always use shade 3 because I was always told that I was a 2, and I was like, I'm not a 2 because that is like golden blonde. So then I went to a shade 3, like defiantly, like I'm a shade 3, yeah, it's warm tone brown, I've got warm tones in my hair, but I get my eyebrows tinted. So my eyebrows are never actually the colour of my hair, because this is me with a tint right now, so my natural brow colour, it is lighter than this, but if you look at it, this looks natural, right? It looks like how it should be, and that's not 3 in the pencil, because I was finding between tints, between my natural colour and the shade of the pencil, it was hard work filling it in, because I would literally have to coat all my hairs in the pencil to make it look like it was coherent with the shade. But yes, one day I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try the 3.5, oops, and I have not looked back. So also, this is my current everyday routine with my brows. So this, and I set it with Brow Setter, but I do change up my brow routine frequently. If you guys didn't know, I actually do work for Benefit Cosmetics. Any videos that I do with the products in, I do always put a disclaimer in the bottom. I don't generally like to talk about it on my channel because I just feel it's like a conflict of interest, isn't it? When you work for a beauty brand, but you want to be able to talk about multiple brands and be open and honest and say what you like and what you don't like. What I do have to say is that I only work in retail for them. I'm never sponsored by them, although products may be gifted. I'm never asked to speak a certain way about them, and I would never do that. My presence online is mine and is my hobby, my aspirations outside of what I do to earn a living. So this makes me really uncomfortable. But it's true and I can't lie, but I do have to say, like, I would never talk about any of the products in my videos unless I absolutely love them, which I do love majority of the products. So again, that's what I mean, it's a conflict of interest. I was always a huge fan of the brand before, and I'm a huge brand fan while being there. So yeah, I'm always changing up my brow routine, although I feel like look-wise, I've never really strayed that far. I've gone from very tidy to feathered and very defined with a pomade in terms of like my general look. They are what they are. Not going to be getting them laminated anytime soon. Love how it looks on other people, but it's so expensive and it's a lot of upkeep. I have friends that have had it done, and like the growth period between appointments is just not pretty to look at. So I've never said this on my channel before. Yes, so I also tint and wax brows too, obviously as part of my job. So at the end of that long rant, all I'm telling you is I use a pencil and a clear brow gel to fill in my brows at the moment, and now I'm going to fill them in. Which I do also want to just say while I'm filling in my brows is that as a brow waxer with experience, yes, some people may be able to get their brows to be twins, but sometimes your brows are just sisters, like mine are. Like, I have a very, very talented waxer who does my brows, literally one of the best I've ever seen, and my brows are still sisters, they're never twins. So guys, stop putting pressure on yourself. If the hair doesn't grow, the hair doesn't grow. We can use products to try and stimulate hair growth, but it's not always in your future. Don't beat yourself up about it, because I see plenty of people that do, and don't. Just get a good brow pencil and you'll be fine. You'll be Gucci. That was grim. Never gonna say that again. And since I've decided this is gonna be such an open chat about my job, I also want to give a shout out to all my fellow beauty retail people and tell you that I feel you, I understand the struggle. This year has been so difficult, and I literally commend you all for going ahead with all the pressures of trying to get back to where we were, and for just doing the damn thing as well, because people are different. Customers are different this time around. People are more stressed as shoppers now, and sometimes they don't mean to, but they take it out on us as sales advisors. They're used to shopping online and it just being so easy to find stuff that it's a different experience now. And again, like I said, and I always try my best to make everybody feel comfortable, but sometimes you can go the extra mile and it's just not enough for some people. So actually, not just people in beauty, everyone in retail, I feel you right now. Next year, hopefully, is going to be such a more positive and progressive year that we might actually feel some normalcy. So yeah, I'm going to end my rant here on this, because I didn't intend for that to come out. But I could literally see him talk about it for hours, so I'm gonna move on now. So my brows are done, I just need to gel them, and let's get on to the eyeshadow. So I'm just gonna use some of my P. Louise base just to quickly carve my brow. I don't always do this step, but sometimes I'm a bit sloppy with the pencil. So now I'm gonna set my brows with the 24-hour brow setter. So I always just comb up, and then I kind of comb out when it comes to the corners of my brows. So comb up, but kind of on a diagonal, I guess. And then literally brush out. So this is where we're at. Obviously Mount Vesuvius ain't going anywhere at the moment. So next is eyeshadow. So I'm going to be using the Pillow Talk Luxury palette by Charlotte Tilbury. This is like my perfect everyday palette. I won't lie, I do use a few different things throughout the week, but I do always go back to this one. So that's what I'm going to use today. So I always do my own thing with this palette and do my own kind of blend. I know there's instructions on it, so you can kind of follow that if you want to, but I do prefer to just kind of do my own thing with it, because I don't ever put colour under here, which is what Charlotte likes to do with this shade, but I just like to use it as another crease shade. So I'm going to go in with the second shade, which is the pinky shade, this one, and just use this kind of like shaping out my eye and filling the crease. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So this is what I do just to begin with, and then I'm going to go in with the brown shade on the bottom, and I just deepen the crease with it. So lastly, I go in with the shimmer shade, which is the top shade. and I just put that literally across the lid. The next thing I use is the classic eye pencil by Charlotte Tilbury. I think it's the eye powder pencil. So I use this just a tiny bit from like the outer corner of my eye, about halfway in, just to add a little bit of definition above my lashes, but still kind of keeping it more towards the natural side. So yeah. So this is what I do. So as you can see, it's literally very subtle. But when you're having mascara on, I feel like it does make a difference. Next, I'm going to use a Killer Liner by Too Faced in the shade Killer Cashmere. So I just use that literally in my waterline. So next I'm going to be using the Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced. So again, I'm not really tied to a mascara because I change it up daily. Yeah, I've done like that horrible thing where I have multiple mascaras open at the same time. So I also wanted to say, like, anybody else that like works in a job where you have to talk a lot, do you like have like brain malfunctions? Or like you just say things sometimes and then you're like, one, why did I say that? Two, how did I say that? Like, how did that even come out from what I was trying to say? So with working where I work, it's quite like a popular tourist area. People were asking me a few weeks ago where Piccadilly Circus was. And when I tried to tell them, I was like, and then I called it Piccadilly. Like, mortified, doesn't cut it. And I actually stood there for a minute in silence because I couldn't even explain where I'd got Piccadilly from Piccadilly. So that's with mascara done. So last thing is then I'm just going to add a lipstick on my lips. I'm going to use a lip liner by NYX in the shade Free Spirit. Now I'm going to go in with Colour Rich Ultra Matte No Obstacles by L'Oreal. I'm not going to show you the bullet because the actual lipstick container is covered in ink from a pen from my bag and it's completely destroyed, so I don't want to do that to myself. So lastly, I'm going to go in with setting spray. I am going to go in with All Nighter by Urban Decay, though I do want to be really honest and tell you that I do prefer the Benefit setting spray, but I'm almost out of this and I need to finish using it up, so that's why I'm going to use this product today. So yeah, this is the look I do most days when I'm off, when I'm just out and about, or I'm doing some nice things and I want to look cute. I hope you enjoyed this look. Please give this video a thumbs up and comment down below. Let me know what you're using for your everyday routine, or if you have a video, in fact, you could link me below and I'll watch that as well because I love getting ideas for this sort of stuff. Please subscribe if you haven't already and don't forget to tap the notification bell so you're notified every time I post, which at the moment is every Monday of every week, so you want to be a part of that. So yeah, so I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!